Hello, hello, hello. This is me again. It's been a while. I took a trip for Egypt for 4 or 5 weeks, and I'm back. But I want to talk about today is when I went to my bank. Bank I've been with for almost 30 years, a U.S. bank, and I went to the branch here in Minnetonka, where I live, where I put my money in deposit, and I remember when I went to put a chunk of money in it there. They had uh, me in a VIP office, and people coming with suits and offer me drinks and ask me what do you want and what do you need, and they were, when the branch manager at the time, she was all over me there, happy and joking, but anyway, that's the story. But this time I went to have uh, you documents and Arabic documents uh, to notarize for the public notary there, and talked to the young man, and he looked at the documents and he was confused, just been hired or something, and he called the manager. And the manager, she was just flirting with other staff there at the end of the bank. It's not a big branch. She's, of course, wearing her Hillary Clinton pants, and ask what seems to be the problem or how I help you. And uh, the teller explained to her that want to notarize this document, but it's written, cannot understand the documents. So she looked at the documents. It was written in Arabic, and she acted like she found the Hamas manual, or the train of tunnels in Gaza or something, and she was like shocked or back, or I don't know. In this days, people not exposed to different languages, is a bank that does international transaction too, and she dropped the documents on the desk there and said, "We cannot sign this. Why can't you? We cannot sign a document that we don't understand." She explains, and I said, "You're not signing on what the document says. You're public notary. You're just signing that the one who signed that document is me. So all your job is to make sure uh, I am the one who's signing the document, and I'm going to sign in the front of you, and I'm going to give you my IDs and all of that." "No, no, no, this is the bank policy. We cannot sign this. I've done this before, and there was no problem." Uh, but she insisted that she cannot, or the bank cannot sign on something they don't understand. And she was just kind of nervous and hesitant, and so I explained to her that I've been in with this bank for almost 30 years, and I have my money in this bank, and and she said, "No, no, no, we still cannot sign it. This is the bank's policy." And I said, "What is this? Is a bank Sharia or something? You cannot review that Sharia or consider it or understand it, or." And once I said, "This is the bank Sharia," of course, now she is ran out of things to say, and her vocabulary did not help her to explain why can't you sign or public notarize a document that's written uh, in a different language than English. Um, I know there's been complaints all over the places about people, uh, you know, with different language, especially Arabic language. That's most of the complaint I said that hasn't been signed by public notaries. And so I explained to her this is really very unfortunate, and I think she is on the wrong side of this. And uh, I did sign an Arabic document, or the public notary signed an Arabic document elsewhere. No, then this is the bank's policy, she insisted. And well, I said, well, if this is the bank Sharia, so I should be looking for another bank. At this point, she's we lost any sort of quorum or any sort of understanding. She just stuck to her gun. And overhearing all this conversation, a young man teller was just smiling, and by this time the manager just left. And I start talking to this young teller, and I tell him, look at this, you've been with this bank all these years. You bring your money to the bank, treat you, they need the money, they want your money. But once you come up with something like this, you bring a document in Arabic, they treat you like a terrorist. He said, no, don't do it. I'm a Muslim myself, and I work here. And so that was Friday. So I told them, well, I'm sorry that you hear this, all this conversation and all this sermon that I give to that manager. So, I mean, today you don't have to go and pray. You already heard the sermon. And the guy said, no, I'm going to go and pray. It's just like, it's like I actually have power to tell him not pray or not to pray. But that was just a freak accident, and I actually went elsewhere and I signed it without any. I have a lawyer friend that he just signed it in a few minutes. But that tells you how, and this is way that was even before the election. I'm not like everybody's blaming everything on Trump. But anyway, I think Trump have signed many documents in Arabic, and he knows that the benefit of signing an Arabic document. So I don't think that manager never been out of this country or even out of that bank. Just a young lady just graduated from college somewhere, and or even high school, and they put on a suit for her, and she's just think that's her job. Her job is to protect the bank, not to serve the customer. But anyway, I thought that will be my first ranting or podcast after my trip. But the trip, it's another story, and I'll just for another podcast for that trip. So we'll see you. If you like what I do, please log on, support us, log on to my website, and donate, help us in any ways, share, uh, uh, share with the people they think that be interested in this, and we'll see you next week or next podcast.